Alright, picture this. Your homepage actually recognizes when someone's a first timer or a regular and shows them exactly what fits. How cool would that be? Well, with Thrive Architect's conditional display, that's not just possible, it's surprisingly easy. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through how to build a homepage that adapts to your visitors, whether they're brand new or coming back for more. And we're not going to be using any code, no tech headaches involved, just smart marketing and a little bit of Thrive magic. So here's the big why. Most homepages treat everyone the same, but if you think about it, new folks are looking to learn about you, maybe score a freebie, or maybe they're just trying to learn more about what it is that you do, right? But your regular visitors, the ones that keep coming back to your site, they don't need the same intro again and again. They are ready for special offers, fresh content, or just a little bit of extra love. And if you're still showing everybody the same thing, you're missing out on engagement and, let's be real, probably leaving leads and sales on the table. It's kind of like when you walk into your favorite coffee shop and the barista remembers your name. It is a way better experience than being treated like a stranger every time. Now, if you need ideas, here are a couple of real life wins I've seen. On a coaching site, new visitors could potentially get an invite to a free strategy session, while regular visitors could just get a fast track to the group program. Or perhaps you're running a local business and you want to offer first-time visitors a 10% off coupon code. And instead of showing that coupon code, you show a, book your next appointment when they come back. For online course creators, you could let first-timers see a course preview and then just switch that view so that regular visitors get a, resume your learning button right at the top of the homepage. All right, let's just get hands-on with conditional display. All right, for the purpose of this video, I think that we can take my blog as an example. Okay, so this is the homepage of my blog. And as you can see, I treat everyone pretty much in the same way. Okay, it doesn't really matter if you've come across my blog in the past or if you've already opted into my newsletter list, you're always going to be essentially looking at the same exact homepage. But let's actually change that. So what we're going to do is, like the layout of my blog, okay, which I'm not really doing much with it right now, but let's just assume here for the sake of powering through this video that I am going to be releasing premium content for blog subscribers in a very, traditional way in which, the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal is doing, right? Where you can opt into pay to subscribe and, to a premium plan that gives you access to some premium content. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this opt-in form and instead of displaying it to people that may have already opted in or subscribed to an account, to a free account here on my blog, we're going to display a pricing chart prompting them to pay to access premium content instead, okay? That way I'm repurposing this section of my homepage so that people that have already opted into my email newsletter can actually take a different action. So let's go ahead and edit this page with Thrive Architect. All right, and here you can probably see how I've got a text element followed by a form element. This form element is currently sending leads to SendGrid. We should probably also create a WordPress account for people with a role of subscribers who actually do indeed, opt in, because otherwise, if we don't create an account for them, then we're not going to know if someone has actually opted in or not, right? So let's create an account for people, and that should be good enough. Now, in order to modify what actually gets displayed, we need to put all of these different elements inside a content box. So let's go ahead and drop in a content box. And inside the content box, we're going to put all these different elements. Perfect. Awesome. I think I want to get rid of the extra margins and paddings here that the content box added in. Great. And now what we can do is navigate over into conditional display. And as you can see inside our conditional display settings, this is the default display that everyone is going to be exposed to the first time that they land on my blog, right? If you're not logged in, then this is essentially the default display that you're going to be looking at. But we can create new displays. And let's go ahead and do that. We're going to create a new display for this conditional box. We're going to call this display pricing table. Excellent. And inside this new display, we're going to drop in a pricing table element inside the content box. Perfect. And here we can probably just grab a template that uses a two-modal variation because we're only going to be doing either a monthly, this one, for example, monthly or yearly subscriptions. I think I'm going to keep it super simple. And I want one that essentially, this one could be sweet. Let's go with this one. This one's kind of simple, but simple sometimes does it better. Great. So we're probably going to have to customize this a little bit, probably make this font size a little smaller. $25. Let's call this monthly, annual, and this one is 25 pixels. So let's make this one 25 pixels as well. And we can probably just do access to all premium articles, access to all free courses 24/7. Okay, yeah, that should be good enough. And here you can probably say something along the lines of save 25% with an annual plan. And you could have these buttons redirect to a Stripe checkout page or, to a WP Simple Pay checkout form or something like that, right? So you kind of get the gist of it. So the whole point here is to make sure that for users that are logged in, that we're not just telling them, hey, opt in into my newsletter, which you've already done in the past. Like, we want to make sure that we're using this little bit of screen real estate to offer them something else. In this case, to sign up to our membership plan. So it's important now that we configure the conditional display settings, right? Because right now we haven't told Thrive Architect, hey, under which circumstances should you be displaying this new view that we've created for our pricing table. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do a new condition for which when user is logged in, you are going to, actually, that should be it. When user is logged in, save. That's our condition. If someone is logged in, that means that they've opted into our form, which means that we've created an account for them and they will have received an email notification from us telling them to either set their passwords or something else. So let's go ahead and hit save. And let's actually preview what that looks like. So if I hit preview, I am currently logged in, and of course I'm being displayed the view for logged in users, which is cool. That means that it works. Now, for the sake of testing this out, let's actually open up an incognito window and let's go to my blog. And I should not be looking at that. Yep, it works perfectly, right? I'm not logged in, which means that I'm being prompted to sign in, or in this case, to opt in into my email newsletter in order to have a WordPress account created for me, be able to log in. And, in that case, we would be displayed. We would be shown this pricing chart instead. Pretty powerful stuff because you can take this as far as you want. The main thing here, though, is that you're making every visit feel just right. And more relevance means more conversions, better engagement, and ultimately just happier users. So here's your challenge. I want you to set up one conditional display swap on your homepage this week. And, just start simple. Even changing a headline or a button for new versus returning visitors can make a huge difference. If you got any questions about conditional display, or if you want more ideas for personalized marketing, just drop them down in the comments. I'm always happy to help. And if you want to go deeper on personalization, check out my video on using pop-ups the right way for segmenting new leads and returning fans. Should be showing up here on screen. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if this helped. And yeah, let's just keep building cooler, smarter websites together. Thanks again.